The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw is Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So on 4th down, here's the Scottish Hammer, Jamie Gillen, to punt for the Browns. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You look at this Browns defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Second down, Pollard again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain. On
1st and 10, Diaz. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Diaz on 1st down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
Gallup goes in motion. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Deputy Ranger, Deputy Ranger. Mustang 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Now Diaz on 3rd down. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 53 yards. Here's Watson now on second down.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
On first down, it's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes this one in for the Browns score. Adam Prentice, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
the start of this game has me doing flashbacks.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Diaz. Off the play fake. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards and time on second down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Operating from the gun, Diaz. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start.
Now a hit and a loose football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Okay, ready? Bravo 80. 19 Lions.
Back to throw. Diaz. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Hey, check that. Street.
Diaz now to throw on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock. Here, we just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Open man, that's Tillman. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
That's something that has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Crowd keeps moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Cedric Tillman. Incomplete. He was defended by Devon Bland.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Cut 19! Cut 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, go!
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Going to run with Madison again. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Gallup goes in motion.
Ready?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this 1st half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown Brown. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Good footwork at the 30. And Pollard gonna pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Diaz. That is caught, Schoonmaker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A 28-yard gain. And the Cowboys first down.
19 tight.
Throwing is Diaz. Throwing on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Diaz. Here's a screen now for Pollard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Come on.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Dallas.
Diaz on 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Trap 50.
Throwing again, Diaz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So we have reached halftime here. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
Now Diaz on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
18 rattlers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here's Diaz to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Watson. This one downfield for Tillman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw on second is Watson. He'll get this complete to Tillman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Diaz now on 3rd down. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
10-11.
Throwing is Diaz. Throwing on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Here's Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Hey, man.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Diaz on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Diaz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Diaz. Off play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And his throw is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's the backup Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cowboys nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable here for Davis. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The extra point up and good by Aubrey as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
to about the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. First down, Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Powering his way forward. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the...
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it.
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. In motion left goes Cooks. A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone that was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Brandon Ayuk, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 71 yards. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Next the score, Niners 7, Cowboys 0. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's how you shake off the interception you throw in the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
That's caught out wide by Cooks.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And again, it's Prescott.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Chauncey Golston able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That is caught. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Marquise Bell from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy. Quick throw there is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's good for our Cowboys. 1st and 10.
Prescott on 1st down.
Left side to Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Prescott now from the 50.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Prescott going to keep again.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
They'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Prescott to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Cooks motions to the left.
Prescott yet again.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, Prescott again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. With Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
Kill.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Play action. Now Purdy.
This is Jennings. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back.
Is a turnover on downs.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
At the 21-yard line.
Second down, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Under. Hey, kill.
First down, Prescott. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Go. Get out there.
A second down throw for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
That's good for the Cowboys. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fred Warner. To the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Niners 17, Cowboys nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
46.
On play action, Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chase Young in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go, 47.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
By the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Stops short of the...